Welcome to my digital story of how has technology changed the way students learn in the math curriculum. By Jenna Ireland. For this section, I would like to introduce to you of why I chose this topic for my digital story. The main reason for researching my topic is because as an elementary student, I never had the opportunity to use whiteboards or smartboards in my learning experience. I struggled in school as a child, especially in math, and incorporating these devices in my classroom, it would have been very beneficial for my learning experience. The next section in my digital story is the background information. This section is about how this technology is used in the classrooms and how teachers incorporate it in their lesson planning. Searching videos of how teachers use whiteboards and smartboards in their lessons helped me understand how important they are to a student's learning. For my research context section, I first completed an online tutorial of how to conduct ethical and safe research to protect my participants as well as their confidential information. Once I completed the online tutorial, my survey was sent through email to peers in my class. My participants in my survey were from my Education 2325 class called Current and Emerging Technology. I assured my participants that they would not be harmed and their information would be safe. The next section is called Methods and Investigation. For my data collection, I used academic journals, my independent survey, and interviews. The way I organized my data was through word clouds. Here is an example of a word cloud that I have created. To analyze my data, I created charts and graphs to illustrate my findings. In this section are the results from my survey. To begin my survey, I asked 3 demographic questions. What is your gender? What is your age? And what is the highest level of education you have completed? The results are demonstrated in pie graphs. The next set of 3 questions are the essential questions for my topic. How frequently technologies are used in classrooms? How often are teachers trained? And how often are students allowed to explore this technology? Here are the responses from my peers. Here is an example of a word cloud that I have created for my essential questions. Here are the last 2 questions I asked my participants before completing my survey. What are the disadvantages of having this technology for students? And what are the advantages of having this technology for students? Here are the responses from my peers. Here is an example of a word cloud that I have created from my last 2 questions from my survey. This last part of my digital story is the conclusion. This wraps up my research on my topic and what I have learned. Interactive whiteboards and smartboards are excellent ways to help keep students engaged with their learning and helps create an understanding of their math skills. As I continue to explore this topic, my knowledge will increase and I will become a more successful teacher. I look forward to what the future has in store for me.